What's up, guys? Car edition. Ooh. Don't need y'all to know what color my vehicle is. Gotta cut that out. Okay. What's up, gang? I'm back with another update video. As you can see, I have my little head turban on. I'm actually literally at my third retie appointment right now. But I kind of want to show you guys what I'm working with before I go in, and also kind of give an update as how my hair, like what I've noticed in the third month. So first thing is I did add a little bit of hair in the front so that my locks would kind of catch, because it kept unraveling, as you could see in the previous video. If you haven't checked that out, I hope that you check it out after this, or pause, go back, come back. I did put a rinse. I didn't take a video of that. The rinse started to fade, but the roots were dark brown and then the ends were black, because I was trying to get it to match the 1B extension that I added. Then that wasn't looking good at all, so then I did a quick little bleach wash, which is like hair bleach, shampoo, and a little bit of developer, because I was just trying to get my hair to be more even. I didn't do it through my whole head. I only did it on the ends that got too dark to make it more even. So I'm going to show you what I have right now. So my hair has some brown, some black, and some light brown pieces. So the color is not consistent. Like, as you could see here, a little bit of the bleach wash caught my real hair, so it got lighter, but then the piece itself is dark brown. I don't think this lighting is the best, but like, okay, and some of the hair I replaced with new extension in it, so that it would match my real hair better, because I bleach wash my real hair and then I bleach wash some of the human hair, because I was trying to see if it was even lifting, which it took a lot longer to lift than my real hair would. So I got a whole bunch of crap going on. But I didn't want to get too carried away with trying to color correct, so I just left it alone. Like, after I got it to look more even, I just left it alone. So as you can see now, it's kind of even. The ends are still slightly darker in some areas, but for the most part, it's mostly dark brown with little peaks of black hair and little peaks of light brown hair. So it kind of looks like I don't want to say a balayage. I don't think it looks like a balayage, because it's not consistent throughout the whole head of hair. But it looks, I don't know if it looks unnatural. Like, I don't know if it looks bad, to be honest with you. In my opinion, I don't know if my hair looks bad or if it looks good. It just looks like, what the hell she got going on? But I do have a lot of new growth, as you can see. Well, I don't know if the front is a really good measurement, because like it grew, but it also has extension too. So maybe if I try a piece of hair that's all mine. That one is not, but this one is. So you could see how much new growth I have, how much frizz is outside of the lock. So some of them got really skinny. Try not to put my hair in like a ponytail or anything like that too much. But like, the ends are curly, or like coily. Yeah, more coily. I didn't do a full bleach or lightening service because I don't really want to change the integrity of my hair. So the bleach wash was another way to kind of get some of that hair stain out from making my hair look too crazy. And my hair still feels the same. The texture didn't change. It didn't get like, as you can see, it's still very coily. So I know I didn't damage my hair with the bleach wash. Plus, there was like basically coating on my hair from the hair stain. So, let me see. Yeah, I got all these little... You can kind of tell which parts are the extension, because my real hair is coily. Well, I do have looser texture in the front, but majority of my locks are coily at the end right now. And the ones in the front are where the extension is the hair is looser. But if you look at a lock that is my real hair, like all my hair, no. Wait, yeah, I think this one is my hair. What? Yeah, this one's all me. And it looks similar, kind of. Because I did have straightened hair when I got it locked. It wasn't permed, but it was pressed out. So, like, I don't want to say I have heat damage, but some of my locks barely coiled. See, that's all my hair right there. So, it's not even a coil. It's just kind of straight. Let me see if I find one more. See? That's all me. And it's, like, not really coiling. So, some of my hair actually matches in the front to the hair that I added. Like, all this, that's all my real hair. And it's actually still kind of dark, too. You can kind of see this is darker. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might do another bleach wash in certain spots. But for the most part, like, I'm not worried about that right now. It doesn't look too noticeable or too bad. So, yeah, some of my hair is almost literally the same. See, all that's me. Very similar compared to the hair that's added. The only difference is the hair that's added has a more visible braid pattern, whereas the other parts are interlocked. But it's not enough to drive me crazy, where I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to take it out as soon as the lock locks. I think it will lock and the braid pattern will disappear over time. The only reason why I would take the hair extension out is because it seems to have a hard time coloring, and I do want to get my locks colored like next year or something. So I kind of like, hopefully in a year the front is long enough to where I could probably take the hair extension out to color it. If not, what I'll probably do is just slowly lighten my hair, like safely, not in one go, but like once a month, try a little lightening till my hair is light brown enough where I could get it colored professionally and the hair extension is not as black. Like, see, this one, it worked. So it does lift, but it just doesn't lift like my real hair, you know, so, because some parts didn't lift at all, so I don't know. But yeah, it looks crazy, and it got thicker. It got a lot thicker, which I was like so surprised about. Like, I really wasn't expecting it to get this thick in just 3 months. Again, what's with the retie, I'll kind of tame it a little bit so it won't be as crazy looking. But it got thicker in just by 3 months that I wasn't expecting to. So I'm like, this is 3 months, imagine 6 months. But I also know, sorry, I had wings earlier. I also know that my locks will also like condense. So it will get thicker, but then the lock will kind of condense and it will be more cylindrical. So I'm kind of waiting. Right now it's still springy on the ends. You saw that. Well, the parts that are coiled, it's still springy, and it's forming its little cocoon. As far as the ones in the front, I guess it'll just start to mat and then work its way up. I don't know, but I look like I live on the street. So this is just the before the retie, and then I'll have to come on another day, probably a couple days after the retie, and show you guys what I'm working with, because I'm not going to be done till tonight, and I'm going to go to bed. So yeah, all right, bye. What's up, everyone? I am back with my hair update video for month 3, my 3rd retie. I think I captured a little bit of footage of my hair before the retie, which I kind of like to show the before and after. I put rollers in my hair, some perm rods with a little mousse, nothing too crazy, because I had a couple things to do in my personal life. So the curls are kind of wonky right now. Kind of like to do that doo-wop side swoop thing. But I don't mind messing it up for right now because I'll just band knot it tonight. So it's a couple days out. Dang, I got my hair done a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. So just a week ago. You know, still pretty, you know, tight. Not unbearable, obviously. But, you know, it's still snug. See the front, you know. My hair is really frizzy in nature, so probably looks like someone else's 2-week post-retie, whereas for me it's just 1 week. Let me see if I can get into the back. I had put a little bobby pin to keep the back from moving too much. So let me show you real quick. I don't know if you guys can see all that. My little trouble area definitely grew. It's longer. Doesn't stick up as much so far after this last retie. So I'm sure it will catch up with the rest. See, look at that piece. And then it won't be sticking up. So yeah, I have like this really cute, I don't know what to call out, doo-woppy. That's all I can think about. Sorry. Oh, my knee. Anyway, so. Oof. Anyways. So I'm trying to think if anything drastic, oh my gosh, has happened from 2 months to 3 months. Not really. I noticed my hair is thicker. Right now it's a little stretched out, so the locks are like slender than usual. So when it's not in a perm rod set, the ends are really curly and coily. I don't know if I have any to show. Yeah, it's kind of stretched out right now because of the perm rod set. But when it's wet, you know, the ends are really curly. They're starting to like thicken up and fluff up and, you know, solidify. I mean, again, it's still only 3 months. I would say closer to like 6 months or 6 to 9 months, they will really puff up. At the same time, I'm hoping that my hair just does what it needs to do. I'm not having like a set expectation, like, oh, I hope it reached this level of thickness by this time. I'm just kind of seeing what it does. I've been enjoying the fullness. It is definitely a little bit thicker, and it's just making me a little bit more confident. I'm like, oh, my hair is like filling up. I also know that once it reaches a certain stage, then each lock will be more solidified. So the frizz that I'm experiencing will calm down at some point, and that might reduce some of the thickness and fullness that I am seeing. So I'm not really necessarily in a rush for it either. I'm just kind of making it work, you know. Just making it work. I will say that this time around, my locks look more like locks, like right away. Whereas my last set, my braid locks, it was just so curly and frizzy that it looked like I had an afro. It didn't look like I had locks until way closer towards the year mark. It just looked like a curly afro, like a wash and go for a while. Again, my hair was also shorter, but it was just very full and fluffy. Whereas this is, when I first got it done, I also have more length starting this time than I did last time. But it's definitely more elongated, so I don't have that problem where it doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. It looks like locks, like Sisterlocs, like, you know, microlocks. I'm not going through that weird phase where it's like, what are you doing? Is that an afro? Is that like, what are you doing? You know, when people see me, they're like, oh, I like your locks, or I like your microlocks, or I like your Sisterlocs. Like, so it's not like questioning what my hair is or what it's converting to. A lot of people have also said, like, oh, you have locks, like, you know, whereas when I first got it done, I think my hair was, I don't want to say my hair was shorter. It's like now I want to look back at my other videos to kind of see what did my hair look like, because now people are like, oh, you got locks, and I was like, I've been had locks. I got it done like 3 months ago, but you know, 3 months ago it probably doesn't look like what it looks like now. So when I first initially got it installed, it was just a lot more stringier. My hair was pressed out, so it was definitely like coming from a very like almost unnatural beginning. I wouldn't say my hair was heat damaged, but it definitely needed a little time to kind of recoup and curl up and kind of do its own natural thing, to the point where now it behaves like a lock. You know, it's still springy though, as you can see, so it's not stiffened up yet, but it very much is, you know, locked and interlocked. I don't know if you can see that. So for the hair in the front, I know some people care about that update. The ones that are extensions, this is mostly it. A couple more. She interlocked it and didn't have a problem. As you can see, I didn't put a tremendous amount of hair in to make it unnatural. So it looks like enough hair for the lock. You do see my hair kind of frizzing out of it a little bit, but again, I'm most likely gonna just leave it to lock until my lock grows out. So I don't know if the braid pattern is gonna go away over time, because I have interlocks for the remaining locks. And let me see if I can. So as you can see, with this one here in the front, you can see the braid pattern, but the other one, there's no braid pattern. It's just interlocked. So I don't know if the front pieces are gonna form a little cocoon around the braid pattern, or it'll start to condense over time, or it might just grow out as a little braid. So depending on how it locks or grows out, I may or may not keep the few pieces of a hair extension in, because I want it to look cohesive, and I want my real hair to lock. If it locks into it to where the braid pattern disappears completely, then I'm fine with it. If it doesn't really lock, then I might take it out. But it's going to be a while before I do that. As long as it's not damaging the front of my hair, I feel like it's a very light amount of hair. It doesn't even look like I did. You know, I don't think, like most people that see me don't notice that the front is added and the rest is it blended pretty well. You'd have, like I said, have to get real close to see the braid pattern, which you probably could see now, compared to the straight interlock pieces. As you can see, it has more of a cylindrical look to them, whereas the braid pattern is a little more flatter, you know. But again, looking far away or at a quick glance, I don't think anybody noticed. And I surely doesn't make me lose sleep at night. I keep going, doing what I gotta do. Yeah, some locks are really coming along. And I'm gonna still do an update, most likely every retie. And I still might share what I'm using. Right now, I haven't found anything else special outside of the Dr. Bronner soap for washing my hair. I still braid and band. Haven't noticed any scalp issues or like flakiness or dryness. None of the extensions have fallen out. This was my first retie with them in, but so far, you know, all is well. I would say in general with your lock journey, you definitely have to monitor other aspects of your lifestyle. You know, your workout routine, how much you sweat in your hair or in your scalp, your hydration levels, your stress level, all those, your diet, all those things do take an effect on your hair in general, and you will see it take an effect in your micro locks as well. The only thing I would say is that now when I notice my hair is a little bit dry, I might opt for like washing it over just spritzing it. And I wouldn't say like I'm over shampooing my hair. Like every time it's dry, I shampoo. No, but I would say sometimes if it gets a little dry, I might just wet my whole hair and kind of let it rehydrate. I'm still washing my hair, like in terms of shampoo, kind of like every other week. Right now, I'm not as physically active to where I'm sweating enough to really like have a residue on my scalp or like oil buildup or like it's not smelling fresh. So I just care about it, my scalp feeling clean and my hair smelling clean. So usually like by the second week, my hair feels like a little too oily. So I'll wash it. So that hasn't changed. Every other week still so far. Still with Dr. Bronner's soap. I still use the Camilla Rose braid spray as like my leave-in moisturizer type thing. When I do a perm rod set, I just use a little bit of mousse. And that's it. Sometimes at night I band to knot it. And then I'll take it out. That's how I kind of preserve the curls so far. It's been like 3 days now. When I really don't care, I will just sleep on it as is and then fluff. I still get at least another day out of it, but when I band to knot it, I get like that curl pattern and that volume again. So that's usually what I'll do if I'm trying to wear the curls longer. I would say this is actually my preferred way to wear my hair. Even though I don't have like drop to it, it kind of just stays in a hairdo and it looks more kept. When it's not in a perm rod set and my hair texture is kind of peeking through and it looks really fluffy and stuff, it looks just a little bit more free and wild. I enjoyed that look when my hair was shorter and my locks kind of framed around my face. But now I have pieces that are like way longer. I know some of this is extension, but if you forget about the first few pieces in the front, you know, the rest of this is all me, you know. So I know I had a few in the front, but this is all me. And this is a lot of length for me starting out. Everyone's different, but for me, this is like a lot of length. And it's not dropping yet, but when I wash it and it's free, you know, it looks like it doesn't really have that same ability to kind of fall in a fro where it framed around my face in my first set of locks, micro locks. So now that my hair is longer, I kind of have to, at least certain sections are a little bit longer, I have to do a little bit more to look like I tried. So the perm rod set is just easier because I could just sweep it over and then it kind of stays in place the rest of the time. It's not moving everywhere. But when I wash my hair freely, it, you know, it looks better when I do a braid out, but I don't really like the look of the braid out right now. So it's like, I usually just unbraid it and then let the rest air dry. But it's not really all at an even length where it frames my face. It just looks crazy. I wish I had a picture. I'll probably insert a picture of what I'm talking about. That's the best I could do. So I'll see you all in the next update. And thank you for tuning in. I wonder if there's, maybe I'll have to give you guys that perm rod set video for real. I know I said I would. And I'm just gonna enjoy going into month 4 and see what comes with it. All right, take care.